to. Of course, if North Carolina doesn't, then he would just be released out, Your Honor. But that's what we're asking for in this case.
Okay, and I'm supposed to release him on an OR bond on a battery case because he said he got heart issues?
Your Honor, it was initially a simple battery in the case. I do believe it was.
No, I'm not so concerned. I mean, like, I'm concerned about that part, but like, what basis on you just so okay? I mean, does he have anything from a doctor other than he just standing there holding on to his chest? Raise your right hand, Mr. Linton.
Well, Your Honor,
Yes.
Mr. Linton was the one we're asking to see if we could do a bond modification on. The state said they were checking on that to see if they were ready.
Yes, the victim is on, so I guess we can proceed.
All right, Mr. Linton, raise your right hand for me.
Yes, ma'am.
You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true?
Yes, ma'am. So
all right, who's the alleged victim in this case?
Miss Holiday.
Amina Holiday. Okay.
Yes,
Miss Holiday, may I see you, please? Miss Holiday, I have to see your face. All right, raise your right hand for me. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true? Okay, there's something going on with your audio. When you sign, you can put your hand out, but when you signed in, did you choose computer audio? Because I can't hear you. All right. Can you hear me? Yeah, it's still not coming up. There should be an up arrow next to the little icon that looks like a microphone. If you click on that, it should give you choices about your audio.
Yes, ma'am. Hold on one second.
Okay, good. That's it. That's it. I hear you.
Oh,
I hear you. Okay. Yeah, don't do it. Don't do anything. All right. So, Mr. White, you're before the court on 2024CR01585 on behalf of Alton Marquise Linton. Mr. Linton is charged with battery, family violence, count 1, battery, count 2, simple battery, family violence, count 3, and simple battery, count 4. You're requesting a bond modification, and Ms. Williams, Amira Williams, is representing the state. And Miss Amina Holiday, the alleged victim in this case, is on. All right, Mr. White, you need to make a statement or tell me why we're here.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Linton is requesting an OR bond in this case. Mr. Linton, as you can see from him, he does deal with a heart problem. It's made it hard for him to live in the jail. He's been in and out of medical, but the problem is that they haven't been able to get him the proper care he needs to deal with that problem. In addition, Your Honor, he does wish to maintain his innocence in this case. He believes that he does have a defense to it. And just to be honest with the court, I will just make the court aware of the fact that I am also aware of the fact that Mr. Linton does, in fact, have a hold in this case. He has a hold in North Carolina. I'm not sure if they're going to pick him up or not in the case. So if he were to be released and North Carolina picks him up, that is where he would be transferred to. Of course, if North Carolina doesn't, then he would just be released out, Your Honor. But that's what we're asking for in this case.
Okay, and I'm supposed to release him on an OR bond on a battery case because he said he got heart issues?
Your Honor, it was initially a simple battery in the case. I do believe it was.
No, I'm not so concerned. I mean, like, I'm concerned about that part, but like, what basis on you just okay. I mean, does he have anything from a doctor other than he just standing there holding on to his chest?
Your Honor, he does say that he has medical paperwork. If he's been seen by medical in the jail, I believe they would have his paperwork as well. If the court needs to see it, I could try and get that.
I need to see something.
Your Honor, I
Yes.
can go, well, probably not right this second, obviously, but I can go and try to get his paperwork from medical at the jail to show that.
Mr. White, now come on. You know me all day, every day. You know what I'm gonna ask for. If somebody telling me they got a heart problem, I'm gonna want to see something from a medical professional that says they have a heart problem. If
Yes.
you gonna have a motion before me, be prepared when you get up here, or else it's a waste of my time. Because right now, I don't have anything that tells me I have to do anything. And what is my incentive to release him, knowing that he just gonna go to a jail in North Carolina? I feel like we got hospitals here.
I understand, Your Honor.
And
Your
they
Honor,
say,
yes, ma'am. I mean, just based off of, well, the fact that we haven't seen any of his medical documentation, but also the facts of the case would suggest that it was a relatively or a pretty serious violent battery, family violence, as well as based on the fact that the charges that he supposedly is going to be held on in North Carolina are drug charges as well. So there might be a potential for a drug and alcohol issue, and if he's released, that he would likely not return back for court when he's required to. And so based on what we have here, I would ask the court to deny any bond modifications at this time. And then if he needs to see any medical providers or any medical treatment, that can be set up through the jail.
yeah, that's it. If he has a need for a particular medication, then he can provide that if from his paperwork, or have them sign a release and have them contact his medical professional. But at this time, I don't have anything that assures me that not only is he going to come back to court, that he's not going to commit another offense while he's out. So yeah, bond modification is denied at this time. All right. So next on the calendar is Miller.
Am I able to speak?
Sure,
Yes,
ma'am. You
I
go ahead.
apologize.
Oh,
You're gonna put
I
some.
wasn't sure. Yeah,
Raise
so
your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give will be true?
yes.
All right. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, so I wasn't sure what the bail conditions was. I know he does have a bail. I know the victim office called me and asked me a few questions as far as like, am I scared, or like, just the questions that they're supposed to ask me, and I answered those. I wanted to know, like, what are the bail conditions currently?
Well, if he gets out, if he were to make bond, he's to have no contact with the alleged victim in the case, and possibly, because I don't have his bond conditions, so I just know that's the main one, but he might be prevented from going back to the incident location. So those are the standard bond conditions that he would face. But yeah, he has a bond in this case.
Okay, and so you said no contact. So can that be modified? Like, I'm not able to speak with him?
Well, no, at this time, no. But you wouldn't even be able to post his bond if you're the alleged victim in the case.
Okay, so he'll still have a bond, but I can't post his bond.
Right.
Okay. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
And he does have a heart condition, so would I be able to provide documentation on his behalf to his attorney or something?
If you want to do that, you can contact his attorney and give him, if you have his medical papers and you have access to him and he doesn't, that's fine. Go ahead and give them to Mr. White. Mr. White is at the law firm of Lister, Holt, and Dennis.
Okay.
So you can provide them to him.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, Ms. Holliday. Thank you. All right.